Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. Today we got a little bit of a news story I've been PM'd by numerous individuals, and what's great is I've been PM'd with different articles about the same topic. I thought I would start with the Wall Street Journal article because how often do we as gamers find ourselves looking at something that's related to the Wall Street Journal for gaming? Hasbro activist begins proxy fight, urges Wizards unit spinoff. Um, Basically, what this comes down to is that they are saying that Alta Fox, which is the, I guess, hedge company that owns how much of a percentage? 2.5% of Hasbro. Roughly 325 million, which of I guess a valuation that's about $9 billion. Um, Altifox says that they believe that if Wizards of the Coast were spun off by Hasbro, uh, the resulting would double the value. That spinoff would double the valuation of the two companies as independent companies. So basically, kind of hinting that Hasbro by itself and Wizards of the Coast by itself would have, I guess, the current value of Hasbro. Hasbro is got a market cap, I think I said, $9 billion. Now, do we think that Wizards of the Coast has that kind of a cap space? I don't know. That kind of valuation. Again, I don't know. Is this a pump and dump scheme? I don't know enough about stocks to say yes or no. But it is interesting. And the article does go on to, I believe, talk about Mr. Cox. And they talk about Dungeons and Dragons. Uh, a bright spot in Hasbro's business has been the Wizards of the Coast and digital gaming unit, which, in addition to the cult favorite role playing game Dungeons and Dragons, cult favorite, by the way, folks, just so you know what you're playing, includes the card game Magic the Gathering. The unit's revenue rose 42% in 2021 to 1.29 billion and accounted for roughly 46% of the company's 1.31 billion of adjusted earnings. Holy shit. Now here they're saying that Fox believes that if the division was separated, it could be worth roughly as much as Hasbro. 13 billion or more. So, all right, so I was off. I was thinking it was 9. 13. Can you imagine Wizards of the Coast being valued at 13 billion? Can you imagine being somebody who was an owner of Wizards of the Coast in the past and then find out that your corporate child is now potentially a $13 billion behemoth? I don't know. So now, who else covered this? Well, believe it or not, CNBC. CNBC, Hasbro activist wants toy company to spin off Wizards of the Coast and add new board members. And they got some bullet points. Alta Fox Capital Management wants to add new members to Hasbro's board and is urging the toy company to make changes to its current business strategy, including spinning off its lucrative Wizards of the Coast unit. The activist investor owns a 2.5% stake in the company, valued around $325 million. Hasbro said it has met with Alta Fox and plans to review its nominees in due course. And that political speak for, hurry up and wait, we'll get to you. But here, they mention that the letter suggests that spinning off Wizards of the Coast and digital gaming, which includes franchise brands like Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering, will increase Hasbro's share value by $100. It's currently valued around $97 per share. So they're saying you could spin this company off, and the resulting company is again worth twice as much as the current. That's like making gold out of the air, right? It doesn't sound feasible to me, but again, I don't play the stock market. So Here they also talk about Chris Cox, the former Wizards of the Coast president, who's taken over the reins of Hasbro. Now, figure if anybody knows the value of Wizards of the Coast, it would be Mr. Cox, right? Hasbro's toy division remains 62% of its revenue, or about $3.98 billion. Wizards of the Coast and digital gaming, and I believe digital gaming was put underneath Wizards of the Coast recently, accounted for $1.28 billion in revenue, or 20% of the company's total. So now, why would something that makes 20% of your revenue be worth as much as the company on a whole? And again, I don't know. Interesting math. Let's go on to ICV2. Now, ICV2, you expect to get articles like this. It's about gaming. Again, CNBC, Wall Street Journal, you don't expect it. Activist hedge fund urging Hasbro to spin off Wizards of the Coast. Again, says it would double the value. Wizards of the Coast sales passed $1 billion for the first time, and it sold roughly $950 million in tabletop games between Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons. And their game sales, tabletop game sales, D&D and Magic the Gathering, grew 44% in 2021. And it accounted for 72% of Hasbro's operating profit for the year. So this is interesting. Now, I'm going to propose a question to my listeners. What do you think would happen? Would there be positive changes to no longer be under Hasbro if Wizards of the Coast were its own company and no longer part of a larger corporate overseer? Would we expect better things from the Dungeons and Dragons franchise? Worse? Would it stay the same? I don't know. I don't play 5e. So I don't know, but I know a lot of my listeners do. So I'd love to hear your opinions, folks. Leave a comment below. And I'll do the obligatory, which I never do. If you like these daily casts, please like, subscribe, comment. It all helps the algorithm. I do appreciate it. Tomorrow, before I forget, there's going to be a live stream, 8 p.m., myself and Glenn Hallstrom. And then 8 p.m. Saturday, Rach and I will be doing another episode of Gamers Health. So, I always say this, right? As long as we're in the midst of the world of the pandemic, I'll be saying this bullshit. But listen, common sense is what it comes down to. I'm not telling you what to do. I know I piss off a handful of jackasses because I don't tell you what to do. All right. Do I suggest that you talk to a medical professional and be guided by their advice? Certainly. It's not one size fits all. You're not buying a shirt off the rack at Walmart. Okay. This is a medical procedure. You should talk to a medical professional. All right. That to me is common sense. Other than that, be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice. And again, God willing, I'll be back tomorrow, possibly with a bonus topic. Maybe I'll put something up early in the afternoon. We'll see. All right, folks. On that note, laters.